Ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was gonna miss.
First up we have The Machine from the United States of America. They'll be facing the Bulldozer from the United States of America.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
Well, we're all set. Let's go into the ring for the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from the United States of America, wearing the white trunks trimmed with black, The Machine. Fighting out of the blue corner, from the United States of America, wearing the cyan trunks trimmed with pink, the Bulldozer.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. And there's the bell for round one. So much firepower here. Nice counter punch right up the middle. They exchange punches. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. His jab just got blocked. Fighters always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. That counter shot lands. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Miss with that jab. So much for boxing. This is a fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Needs a knockout.
And there's the bell for round two. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
Beautiful counter punch. This fighter has that swarmer's mentality. Hold it right there. Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? How did they survive that?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Those counter punches have to hurt. A very competitive round here so far.
perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nope, that jab not going to score. Tried to score with a jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And he scores with the counter. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. On to the third. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. A straight right just misses. Johnny, I love watching these lighter fighters just based on the hand speed and the foot movement. So impressive to watch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Throws the jab but does not score. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That counter punch caught him clean. The perfect counter lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This may do it. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What a nightmare scenario! Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, it's like two.
There's the bell for round 4. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice exchange here from both men. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Catch and shoot. That counter punch caught him clean. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Defense is not an option for these two. That jab won't score. Caution being thrown to the wind. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about a one-sided... There's the bell to start round 5. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. They exchange punches. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
Perfect counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. It's all offense all the time. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter-punching.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
That counter shot lands. Catch and shoot. The charts action from both of these fighters. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. From this, there's the bell to start round 6. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? And he misses with that jab. So much for defensive abilities. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And they got caught. And down goes Machine. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
I need to see that again.
That'll be a a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Round 7, here we go. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Just missed with that hook. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the...
Whoa, Johnny! And we may see a stoppage here. That the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. That could never happen.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. How about that time counter shot? The referee really thinking about stopping it. Disaster averted.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy. Round 8, and we're off again. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
That counter punch caught him clean. It's bombs away. Punch caught him clean. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Beautiful counter shot. Misses with the straight left. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Is he going to punch himself out, though? That counter punch caught him. And at some point, the corner needs to think about stepping in here. And that'll do it as the bulldozer goes down. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, and thought, right.
There's the bell to start round 9. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
When you watch lightweights, you expect high-level footwork and hand speed, and that's what we're getting here this afternoon. Nice counter. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Swing and a miss with that uppercut. You'd like to see more jabs. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no... There's the bell for round 10. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell?
And down goes the bulldozer. And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
That's lights out right there.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Halfway through the round and they're struggling a little bit.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Oh, and they got rocked! What a moment this is! Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Defense is edge.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. This may do it. It's all coming to an end. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. And now going for the finish. Well, this next round is going to be... And there's the bell for round 11. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Perfect counter shot. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Beautiful counter shot. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Beautiful counter punch. In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counter punch.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Nice counter punch. So much for defensive abilities. But here we go again, back into the fire.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that at the beginning, you get caught a lot more at the end.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. He is down. And there's the bell to start round 12. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on the end. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Do you believe what we are seeing? No, we don't see a knockdown.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Some nice. Hold that thought. The defense failed them. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And the bulldozer forced to the canvas. And you can see it right here. That body shot sent them down, and they weren't getting up.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are